Hello? So, last thing I remember was this Akinator fella. He bonked me in the head. I saw my parents dead on the ground. Yeah, I don't. My head hurts. Then I remember him stabbing me, I think. I don't know how I'm alive. He must have healed me back to life, but he gave me the script. Apparently, it's supposed to be a finale to my Tales of Marvel or whatever series. It's almost gonna be done. Apparently soon I'm probably gonna do a compilation. Well, he probably will. I don't know at this point. Okay, man, I'm insane. I'm insane in my brain. Okay, I'm just trying to make this quick. Okay, Tales of Avengers. Time for avenging, I guess. Episode 1 and 2. Avengers, assemble! So the Avengers would be a pretty stacked cast. We'd have Captain America with his mighty shield. We'll have Iron Man and he's all about a build. We got Thor, Hulk, Yoda-dee-dee-da, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Everyone is here, including Captain Marvel. So, next up is episode 3, Armor Wars. This would be an Iron Man episode where we'd see Iron Man, doing some Iron Man stuff and end up finding out that MODOK would be the man trying to take down the Iron Man. Yeah, episode 4, Asgard. This would be the Thor episode, have him fight Loki. As it turns out that Loki has returned. And this would have the Avengers realize that they need to create the Avengers because of all these stuff. Episode 5, The Man Inside the Monster. This would be a Hulk episode. So, good old Smashy Boy would appear. Episode 6, Small and Big. Ant-Man and the Wasp would fight Gigantus. Episode 7, New Avengers. Avengers would end up managing to create Ultron. But instead of him being like, ooh, I'm evil. No, he's just a cool dude, And they get Ultron. Also, this would be the perfect excuse to have Iron Man and Ultron's voice actor be together. Yeah. Anyways, episode 8, Captain America. So this would have Captain America appear. Episode 9, The Accuser. Captain Marvel fights Ronin. Episode 10, With the Spider. The Avengers would help Spider-Man take down some of his greatest foes. Episode 11, The New Avengers. The mid-season finale was The New Avengers. This is the New Avengers. Okay. Mr. Purple ends up hypnotizing the OG7, and he doesn't manage to hypnotize Ultron because he's a robot. Leaving Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Black Panther, and Ultron to become the New Avengers. And in the end, all of them come together and join the regular Avengers. Episode 12 and 13, The Masters of Evil. All the villains throughout the season would appear and be in a big fight. Pow! Ka-chow! Boom! Powie! Owie! Ow! It hurts! Ah! Yeah. Oh, sorry, man. So he did summon me, I think. I don't feel too good. Tales of the Avengers, Age of Ultron. Episode 1 through 3, Ultron Strikes. Ultron becomes evil because of his program going wrong. Okay? Because during the Masters of Evil event, we'd see them hack into Ultron. Okay? And now, the entire team is now an evil team. And Ultron manages to do pretty good. He kills, most people. Okay? And this is kind of bad. I mean, by the end of this, Captain Marvel is a cyborg. And then Luke Cage would be also a cyborg. And then Black Panther would be killed. So this is already looking pretty bad. Episode 4, Ultron Forever. Ultron manages to end up killing Ant-Man and Wasp. Okay? So now Ant-Man and Wasp are dead. And we also find out that he's implanted a traitor in the team. Yeah. But I'm just going to sum up the rest of the season because it's not really that important. So essentially, so far, Ultron ends up taking over. And he ends up killing Black Widow and Hawkeye at the end. And he ends up killing literally everybody. Okay? Literally everybody except the Human Torch, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spidey Boy, Spider-Man, whatever. He kills everyone, but manages to literally kill everyone. Like, they're all gone. Except Human Torch, Spider-Man, and Iceman. In the end, Oh, yeah, and also Vision survives, okay? Yeah, in the end, Iceman sacrifices himself to make sure that he can hold off the portal, while Spider-Man, the Human Torch, and Vision all come through the other portal. All of them come together, and they manage to fight the big bad guy, okay? The big bad dude. Okay? And they joined the Avengers, except kinda. Spider-Man went insane, so when they kill the young Ultron, Spider-Man ends up going insane and trying to kill everyone, while Human Torch sacrifices himself. Yeah. Leaving a final man, Vision, who would become kind of the only thing left of the season. Okay? So right now, Season 2 isn't canon anymore. Tales of the Avengers, Civil War! Episode 1 through 3. Doom. Yeah. Dr. Doom kills War Machine, which would be sad. And this ends up causing a rift. Well, Captain America's side would end up being... Sorry. But I only got an itch sometimes, so... Yeah, Captain America's side would be Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Ant-Man, Wasp, and Captain Marvel. That's Captain America's side. And Iron Man's side... And Iron Man's side would be Iron Man, Black Panther, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Black Widow, and Hawkeye. Also, Vision would try and be a part of the Captain America side, but Iron Man ends up hacking him. Yeah, Iron Man would kind of be a bad dude. Episode 4, Cap's team. This would focus on what Cap's team looks like. Episode 5, X-Men. This would see how the X-Men has to deal with this. 4 that are Fantastic would see how the Fantastic Four is dealing with this. Episode 7 would be the Burrowed Bridge. And this would be a giant battle. Episode 8, Spider. This would have Spider-Man start off with Iron Man, but then he would turn good. Episode 9, Iron Man side. We'd see Iron Man side. Episode 10 through 13, True Civil War. Everyone fights each other, and in the end, during the fight, we see someone get killed. We see both Elektra and Spider-Man and Spider-Woman being killed. Then when we see them transform back, we see them turn into green squirrels. In to be continued in Tales of the Avengers. Tales of the Avengers. Hey, Secret Invasion. The Secret Invasion would begin would be a giant 13-part event. This would have all the heroes have to come back together and fight the Skrulls. And in the end, we find out about the Super Skrull. aka Kurt, aka Peter Parker. Yep, so you remember all the way back then? You know, all the way back in the days of the days of the days of the days. You remember all the way back then when we found out about, the whole avenging stuff, Yeah, you remember during the Age of Ultron? Well, we find out that during the Age of Ultron, when he seemingly died with the Human Torch, he actually managed to survive, and he became Kurt. Okay? Kurt Russells. Or also known as Kurt Coulson. As we'd see Kurt Coulson throughout Civil War. And he'd kind of be shown as the true villain. And we'd see him, but we'd see Kurt end up mutating into a Super Skrull. And he tries to fight the Avengers, but they end up coming back together. Tales of the Avengers, Infinity Gauntlet, Episode 1 through 3, Galactus. In between, somewhere during Season 4, we would have found out that Iron Man was a Skrull. So if you watched Tales of the Fantastic Four, my video about what that would have been, you wouldn't know that Iron Man was a Skrull and he betrayed Captain America. And he gave Captain America, and he forced Captain America to become a herald to Galactus. And that was at the end of Season 1 of that, okay? Well, it turns out and so near the end of the Secret Invasion event, we wouldn't have saw Captain America. It would have been explained that he was one of the casualties. When Iron Man gets brought back, he ends up telling everyone about what they did to Cap. So it would have been revealed that the Avengers have essentially become the Justice League Unlimited. Well, now they let any metahuman join. So we'd see Iron Man, Thor, and Hulk all looking for Captain America. Okay? And they end up fighting him, and they would all end up managing to defeat Captain America and leaving Galactus heraldless again, which would lead into Johnny Storm becoming the new herald to Galactus, okay? Yeah, so that would be the Season 5 premiere. Next is Episode 4, Malekith. This would introduce the Space Stone, and in the Galactus episode would have introduced the Power Stone, okay? Yeah. Episode 5, Doom. Doom has the Reality Stone, and he ends up trying to take everything over. Episode 6, Magneto. Magneto has the Mind Stone, so he tries to does it. Episode 7 and 8, Time. We'd see the original 7 Avengers meet their original versions of themselves, and we'd see them have to team up to defeat Loki again. And this would be when we see Loki get killed. Yeah. And in the end though, the Time Stone gets collected by Thanos, who'd been collecting all the stones, leading into Episode 9, Trapped. The Kingpin traps the Avengers, finds out that he has the Soul Stone, okay? The final stone. But then we see Kingpin being killed, and Thanos taking the final stone, as we see all the Avengers come together but it's too late. All the Avengers get dusted away, well, half them. The only Avengers left is Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and a couple no-namers who's barely important, but they would become way more important. The Mad Titan, Episode 10 through 13, the Season 5 finale. Thanos ends up fighting the remaining Avengers. They manage to bring back all the original Avengers at the cost of Iron Man's life. Then they fight. Captain America sacrifices himself, though, to finally kill Thanos. Also, during this, we'd see Hank Pym go insane and turn into Yellow Jacket. And near the end of the episode, we'd see Scott Lang find the Ant-Man suit and have him become the third and final Ant-Man. Tales of the Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, Episode 1 and 2, Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket would fully appeal, as he would only barely appeal, as someone who would join Thanos before getting betrayed, okay? So, yeah. Next is Episode 3 and 4, we'd see the Pharaoh appeal, and, Episode 5 and 6, whatever was the name of Kang's cybernet version of himself. Then Episode 7 and 8, the Leader of the Kings. Each of these episodes would have some of the Avengers fighting these Kangs. And then Episode 9 and 10, the Army of Kangs. This would have the 4 different teams of Avengers all have to come together. And we'd have a sort of big Endgame Avengers Endgame style team up with all the heroes. Episode 11 through 13, Kang the Conqueror. This would be the end of the Kang saga, as we see Thor use all the power of lightning, as he strikes the power of lightning of the gods on Kang, as he sacrifices himself to finally kill the Kangs. And we would have saw Kang and Thor fighting throughout this entire series, throughout time, as we'd see Thor and Kang fighting. We'd see them fighting during every single point that was important. We see them fighting all the way until the end of time, where they both get annihilated, leading into the finale of this universe, Tales of Secret Wars. Everyone left would be led by Hulk, the new leader of the Avengers, who would have became Professor Hulk during season 6. And this would be the finale, a finale movie to this saga, where we'd see Hulk get killed and all of time ending, as we find out that the Beyonder is our final villain, as we see Spider-Man and the Beyonder fighting, before we find out with Molecule Man, as we see Electro coming back. As it turns out that Electro's been working with the Beyonder as he tries to kill Spider-Man. It fails, and Electro gets electrocuted. And gets absorbed into Beyonder with the entire universe. Beyonder is seemingly unstoppable, except Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom becomes the end of it all, as Doctor Doom smashes Spider-Man seemingly, before Spider-Man stops it. The two brawl it out until the end of the universe, where Doctor Doom tries to recreate a new universe and a new multiverse in his image before getting annihilated, and Spider-Man managing to make sure that this new multiverse, whatever it will be a good one. And that is the entire Tales of Marvel. Guys, hey, so I've been exploring this old place. It's like I'm trapped in some kind of dome. No idea. It's like a recreation of my room. Except that's the only room in this place. I've looked out the windows. Done. Blackness. A black void. I'm by myself, I guess. I guess I should be ready to spend the rest of my life rotting in the old, yeah. He gave me a couple scripts, so I'm still trying to find out what they're all about. Okay, so yeah, see you guys next time. Oh, my plan has worked, and now he's in my grasps. Finally, it has worked. And it will succeed.